Alright guys, this is lesson 1.1, place value and patterns. This is my first video making like this, so I might be making some mistakes, so bear with me. I'm going to be trying to switch back and forth to different things. So the first thing we're going to look at is, well, you've seen this a million times, our place value. You know, we have our ones, our thousands, and millions. What's awesome about this is, and really with any math, is it's all just patterns. Patterns, and just happens over and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 are the only numbers that there are. And they just kind of combine to make bigger and bigger numbers, but it's only those 10 digits. We have your ones, tens, hundreds. And notice that happens in every new grouping. Ones, tens, hundreds. Ones, tens, hundreds. And it just, if we went to the billions, it would keep going. Ones, tens, hundreds. Always that way. It's just the bigger the number it gets a different name. But ones, tens, hundreds. Over and over and over. Okay, so it's moving on me here. Alright, so with that in mind, we're going to not look at that at the moment, but go here. And we're going to look at how many ones it takes to make a 10. I believe you know that, but there takes 10 ones, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully that's not too loud on your ears. It's kind of loud here. There's 10 ones. We regroup those. Bam, we got a 10, right? Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It takes 10 to make another 10. Now that pattern continues to be the same. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Regroup them. Just once we have 10, we regroup it so it just doesn't become a big cluttered mess over here. We group them and we make a 10. And there becomes our next number in the place value. Once we have 10, we'll go ahead and just group it up. And we still have our 10. It's just now, instead of having all these 10 little loose ones over here, we now have it grouped with a 1 and then no ones left over. Just it's a cleaner way of doing it, which is what all of this is. Okay, oopsie, we don't want that. I'm going to be using that tool in a second, but not quite ready for it yet. Okay, same way here now. Once we have 10, we want to regroup it. Right now we have 3 here now, which is 30. 10, 20, 30, right? Alright, so 3 tens. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. Let's regroup it. There we go. Now we have 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Regroup it. Bam. There's another 100, but it's still 10. 10 tens made a 100. I guess you can probably figure out how many hundreds it takes. We're thinking about our pattern. Yeah, it's going to take 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's regroup them. And now we have one of those big 1,000 blocks. But 1,000 blocks is no more than 10 hundreds put together. And it took 10 tens to make that 100. And it took 10 ones to make one of those 10s. Just all the way. 10. Once we have 10, we group it. 10. Once we have the 10, we group it. Okay? So what we begin to have here is 10s are 10 times. It's not fun writing with a mouse. I don't do it very well. It's 10 times bigger. I was going to say it's large, but I'm just 10 times bigger. Tens are 10 times bigger than your ones. Okay, 10 times larger. Then when we made our next 10, it was 10 times larger. 10 times. X for times, 10 times larger. And then we took 10 hundredths to make the 1,000, 10 times larger. There's our pattern. Just as we have the pattern, oh, I gotta switch back over here. Once we have that pattern, and we're still seeing it there, but 10 times larger. And it works here too. Look, 10 times larger to the hundreds, 10 times larger to the 1,000s, 10 times larger to the 10,000s, and so on and so forth. It's 10 times bigger. That pattern just goes on and on. 10 times larger, 10 times larger. So, let me clear that. And at this point now, I've got to hit that again.